Hey everybody, welcome back to I Heart Cross Stitch. Long time no see, right? Today is Thursday, December 1st, and I believe that the last time I made a video it was October 1st, so it's been 2 months since I made a video. And the reason for that is because I was going to make a video at the beginning of November, but my laptop broke. So if I had recorded a video, there wasn't a way for me to upload it to YouTube. By the time I got my laptop fixed, it was pretty much the middle of November, so I figured I'll just wait and do a 2-month update. So that's what I've done. That's what I decided to do. Alright, so I have 2 months worth of project updates. I am going to share with you my plans for December. I have some purchases that I've made that I'd like to share with you. I also am going to do my shoutouts at the end. Normally I do my shoutouts at the beginning, but this time I'm going to save them for the end. And I have 11 shoutouts this time because it's been 2 months, and also because I have finally gotten through all of the, I've watched all of the channels that I'm subscribed to. So I finally made it to the very end, and so I'd like to talk about some of the channels that I've been watching. Also, if you like to acquire more stitching things, you'll probably want to watch this entire video all the way to the end. Okay, so I'm just gonna get started with my whips, and I'll show you what I worked on in October and November in the order that I worked on them. And the first one is Paris Market. So just let me get that out really quick. And if you're a new subscriber and you've never watched my videos before, this is what it will look like when it's finished. But for those of you who've been watching for me a while, you're probably sick of seeing this. But it'll be done very soon, thank goodness. Okay, so the last time I made a video, I'm going to do a Stitching Petunia here and show you this way. Oh, look, I just got a heart. Astoria Girl and Annie Lou May. Hello. Thank you for giving me a heart on Instagram. Okay, so this is what Paris Market looked like the last time I made a video. It was just the bottom left-hand corner bit, and this is where I am now. So here it is in its entirety. Hold on for 1 second, let me flatten it out a bit. Okay, so there's that bit, and this is what I've been working on. So my plan for this is to have it completed by the end of March, and I calculated that if I do 2 columns per month, I will have accomplished my goal. So I had only this bit done the last time I made a video, so I was able to do all of this. And oh my goodness, a lot of stitches in there. This is stitched on 18 count Aida that came with the kit. It's a Dimensions Gold Collection kit. Very teeny tiny little stitches. So that's that. I don't know. This one is it's my challenge because I work on it. I do 2 columns per month. It usually takes me 10 days. So I worked on this the first 10 days in October and the first 10 days in November, and it's not easy. I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy because there are other things I'd like to work on, but I really want this done. And this is one of my year of whips projects, so I set a goal and I'm going to meet that goal. Alright, so that's Paris Market. So I worked on that, like I said, the first 10 days in October, the first 10 days of November. I'm sorry. The first 9 days of October and the first 11 days of November. Or no, whatever, it doesn't matter. You don't care what day I work on it. Alright, so in October 1st through the 9th, I worked on Paris Market. And then I had a new start. On October the 9th, I started Mini Evergreen. It's a Heaven and Earth design. Artwork by Tracy Butler. It's Mini Evergreen. So that's what she'll look like when she's complete. Lovely lady. And, oh, right here. And this is what I was able to do. So this is the top half of the first page. And I'm stitching this on 18 count Aida. It has the orange stripes, so I'm guessing that's Zweigart, right? So there we go. Just the top half of the first page. And I loved every single second of this. I loved it. I can't wait to get back to that. All right, so I worked on that one from October the 9th until the 25th. So it's approximately 15 days. And then it was October 26th, and I only had 6 days left until November 1st, when I was going to begin Paris Market again, and I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted a little bit of a break. So I decided to stitch something very small, and it took me 2 days to stitch this. And excuse me while I get it. It's one of those little kits that come in the, I forgot which, I think it was the Cross Stitcher magazine, but it's based on this artwork, and I don't recall which issue that kit came in, but it's to make a card. So the kit came with the 2 patterns for these, and then it came with the materials and the Aida and the threads in order to make the cards. So I did the first little butterfly, and I believe it's supposed to be like this. And oh my goodness, there is a lot of confetti in this little butterfly. So I'm going to make that into a card and send it to somebody. So that's that. I'm not going to put that back together. Alright, so that was 2 days. That brought me to the 28th of October. And I still wanted to do something new. I wanted to kind of experiment with some colors, and I was kind of like in a little bit of a butterfly kick. So I have these a lot of charts from the company called, it's a website called Daily Cross Stitch, and this is one of their free patterns. It's called Green Butterfly, but I changed the colors. And since this is free, I can show it to you. Okay, so there we go. And I just had a random piece of I don't know, I think this might be like, I don't know, 18 count Aida or 16 count maybe. If I had to guess, I would say 18 count Aida. I had some laying around, and I wanted to use the new colors that they're in the the 3800s, but in the higher range, that they don't come in the loose floss, they come in the box. And so here are the colors I chose. I chose 3885. It's a really dark, deep blue. 3866. And 3881. So these colors. And then black. And it's just this butterfly. I was only able to do half of it, and then I got bored. So it's a little butterfly, just a little thing. I needed something. I felt like I needed something after doing mini evergreen. There was a lot of confetti in that, which is fine with me. That doesn't bother me. But I just felt like my brain needed a little bit of a break. And so that's why I did the little butterfly and this one. I just needed some really easy, simple, mindless stitching just to kind of clear my brain. All right, so that's that. Now, then it was that was 3 days of stitching. And then it was October 31st, and there was this pattern that every time I go into Joann Fabrics to get fabric or floss, I always look at this kit, and I pick it up, and I look at it, and then I put it away, and I didn't buy it. But this kit has been on my mind for months and months and months, and so it was October 31st. I didn't want to stitch the butterfly anymore. I didn't want to start Paris Market until November 1st, and so it was just like this. And one day, you know, I just wanted to work on a project for one day, and so I got it in my mind to just go to Joann's and use one of their coupons and get this chart that's been consuming my mind for so long. And once you see it, you'll be like, why in the world was this consuming your mind for so long? But it just was. I'll try and explain it, but you may not understand. So it is I don't even know. It doesn't say Design Works. It doesn't say Janlin. It doesn't. I don't even know who made this kit. I don't know. But it's called Mom's Cooking. And here is a picture of what it looks like. Now, what drew me to this kit is the colors in it. First of all, I really like the reds and the greens and the blue that's in this bowl. I just really like how the colors play off of each other. And this picture is just very nostalgic for me. I look at it and I think of growing up in Indiana and my mom and my aunts and cooking, and you know, it's just, I don't know, it just brings back a lot of happy memories for me, this chart. And so I had to get it. Okay, so with that being said, let's talk about this. Okay, it came with 14 count Aida. Now I wanted to have a smaller count because I don't mind stitching on Aida, but I prefer either 16 or 18 count. If I use 14 count Aida, then I like to use 3 strands of floss, and you know, using 3 strands of floss is not ideal for me because, you know, you go through the floss faster, in my opinion. But it was, I wanted to kind of like go buy the kit, bring it home, and just start it, and just spend a whole day on this. And I didn't want to go to like 1, 2, 3 Stitch and order a different fabric or whatever. So I just used, now I have to, oh, I just used what was in the kit. And here it is. It's a very long piece. Here we go. So it's very long, as you can see. Not so much high. And it also came with the floss. Now, it was not sorted or anything like that. It just came it just came in these clumps of floss. So I went to Joann's. When I was at Joann's and I bought the kit, I also bought these floss organizer cards. And I got home, I opened up the kit, and I began to sort the floss. Now, when I began to sort the floss, I put in a movie for my son, my little one, so he could watch a movie while I was doing this. And it was a 2-hour movie, and when the movie was over, I was still sorting floss. And so I put in another movie. And it was like halfway into the second movie, it was another 2-hour movie, and I was still sorting floss. 3 hours. 3 hours, and I was still sorting floss, and I wasn't even done. And to say that I was frustrated is an understatement. So I was looking at this floss, and I really did not care for the quality of it at all. I did a couple of test stitches with it, and no. Look at this. After 3 hours of sorting, I got the white and the black, and this. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 12 colors sorted in 3 hours. I was furious. So I said, no, I'm not doing this. That's not really what I said. I said something else, but I'm not going to say it on this video. Yeah, I was very, very disappointed in the quality of the floss that came with this kit, and I don't know what to do with this. I feel like I should keep it and use it for something, but I don't know what I would ever use it for. I don't know. Anybody have any ideas what I could use this for? Does anybody want this? If you live in the US and you want this, let me know. I'll send it to you. I'm sorry, I can't send overseas. That is just way too expensive for me right now. So if you live in the US and you want all this floss for whatever purpose, you're more than take it, because I don't want it. Okay, so I was only able to just to get a little bit in, because I was so frustrated that day that I didn't do any more. I didn't do any stitching. I didn't go back to Joann's. I went to Joann's on the 31st and got the kit and everything like that, and I was really frustrated, and I didn't stitch anything that day. I think I bobbinated. I was just so frustrated with the whole sorting that I just spent the rest of my stitching time that day bobbinating for another project. But the next day, the 1st, November 1st, I did go back. I don't know whether I went to Joann's or Michael's, I don't remember, but I got the DMC because I thought it was really cool. They gave you the DMC conversions, so I went and I picked up the DMC for that, and I really love it. I'm using 3 strands, and it just feels so, I don't know, it's wonderful. It's kind of like going back to when I first started cross-stitching and kind of like rediscovering things, you know, the beauty of 3 strands and 14 count, I guess. I don't know. But this is all that I was able to get done. I started this on the 1st of November, and this is all that I was able to get done. What was the 1st of November? It was a Tuesday? All right. So that's it. And this is, as you can see right here, where it says cookery. What does that say? Cookery calendar. So I got the cookery, almost got calendar stitched up, and the gray bits is this colander here. So that's where I am with that. And I really like this. I'm looking forward to getting back into that because I really love the colors. The colors are gorgeous. I have some of them bobbinated, not all of them, but see, I think they're just so pretty. I like the greens and the reds and the blues in this. So okay, I think I've talked about that one enough. Let me put this back. Okay, I feel like I'm creating a mess that will never be cleaned up. All right. Okay, so what's next? All right, so I worked on that November 1st, then November 2nd through the 11th. I did Paris Market, and I've already shown you that, so I'm not going to show it to you again. Now, on November the 12th, I had a new start. And this new start, let me see if I can find it. Okay, I have everything here. Here we go. Here it is. Beautiful. Okay, so on November 12th, I had a new start, and this start was to commemorate the anniversary of me becoming a mother. I became a mother on November 12th, 2001. And so to celebrate the anniversary of me becoming a mother, I started this. Now, just rabbit trail. I'm going to, the reason why I started Mini Evergreen was to celebrate my 1-year FlossTube anniversary. That was the reason I started Mini Evergreen, to celebrate that. The reason I started Damask Roses was to celebrate the anniversary of me becoming a mother. And love this. I am stitching it on 32 count Belfast linen from Picture This Plus. The color is Chalice, and I am stitching this a little bit differently because I'm just going to show you the size of the fabric. Okay, so here's the size of the fabric. It's 18 by 27. Now, if you're at all familiar with this design, you'll know that this design will not fit on 18 by 27 fabric, 32 count. It won't fit, and that's fine. Ever since I got this chart, I never intended to stitch either of these two topiaries because I really didn't care for all of this blank space. So I am actually going to be only stitching this. I'm not going to be stitching this, so just only going to be doing her, the pedestal she's sitting on, and I will be doing this tree, and I'm going to move the border over. I've calculated everything. I've kind of like recharted it in a way, kind of. So the center, I think the center of the chart, if you don't crop it, I think the center is like somewhere in here, but since I changed everything, the center is more like in here, in this area. So that's where what I have. And so this is what I've gotten to. me move this out of the way. Okay. So there we go. There's her dress coming down and part of the pedestal that she's sitting on. A lot of blues and grays in this, and it was really interesting to stitch. This is the first time I've ever stitched on 32 count. Yeah, first time I've ever stitched on 32 count. So, and it's the first time I've ever stitched on a hand-dyed fabric, and I really liked it. I really liked it. However, has this happened to any one of you? When you stitch on linen, does it make your floss, I don't know, I just feel like when I stitch on linen, my floss has a tendency to want to get twisted more than normal, and it has a tendency to want to twist and knot more than it does. I barely have any twists or knots or anything like that when I work with Ada. I haven't worked on Lugana in so long, I don't remember. But I just was curious if anybody else has noticed that as well. So, there we go. Okay, so then I worked on that from November 12th until the 21st. And then on November 22nd, I picked up Blue Butterfly again. Now I'm going to be working my projects in the order that I stitched, in the order that I began them, in a way. So, yeah. So I wanted to show you. Hold on for a second. Pretend you didn't see that. Pretend you didn't see that. Okay. I'm still learning how to navigate through Instagram, but I wanted to show you what it looked like the last time I made a video, or the last time you saw it. I'm not really sure what it looked like the last time you saw it. I think it looked like this. Yes. Okay. So the last time you saw it, it looked like this. And here I am now. Wait, how does it go? Okay, it goes like this. So I was able to fill in all of this area. And I worked on this from the 22nd until yesterday. And I'm loving the colors in this. The colors in this just make me so happy. Happy, happy. All right. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Okay, am I forgetting something? I feel like I am. But I don't think I am, but I feel like I am. Okay. 1 second while I get my stuff together. Okay. All right, so those are my whip updates. Now, okay, December plans. All right, so starting today, and I should have gotten this. Hold on. Sorry. All right. Today, through the 4th, December 1st, through December 4th, I will be working on my flowers in a vase. How does this go? Does it go like this? Yes. I will be working on this the first 4 days of December. Now, I just want to say, Becky, the Obsessed Stitcher, she asked me a question about this, and for some reason, normally when people comment on my videos, I get a notification and I'm able to reply back. And for some reason, I didn't get a notification when she asked me this question, and I have been such a bad floss tuber. I'm so sorry, Becky, that I haven't replied back to your question. So I'm going to do that now. The last time I made a video and I talked about this project, I said that I wished I had done this on 32 count, and she wanted to know why, because I think she's thinking about kitting it up and starting it. And the reason is this is 28 count Monaco, I believe. And the reason why I was saying that I wish I had done it on 32 count is only because it would make it a little bit smaller. And also there are parts in here, like the pink flower part and the orange flowers, the purple flowers kind of, and the green leaves. Let's just say the lighter colors, it's not a problem, but when you get to the darker colors, you kind of see the fabric a little bit. I don't know, let me see if I can find an example. Well, I guess I can't find an example. I don't know, let's see if you can see in here. Well, see, I can see it, but you can't really see it in the camera. But and with some of the darker colors, you can kind of see the fabric a little bit in the back, and I wasn't too crazy about that, so that's why I said that I wish I had started this on 32 count. I think 28 count is perfectly fine, and it works great. It's just I like the smallness of the 32 count. You know, I like the smallness that working on 32 count brings, and it's easier to. It has better coverage. Oh my goodness, I can't even speak. Oh, I'm sorry. So 32 count because I think it would have better coverage, and it would be smaller and thus less expensive to frame, I'm assuming. But I think 28 count is perfectly fine as well. So if you have it, if you want to stitch it on 28 count, I think it would be great. And my phone's ringing. Decline. You're going to have to leave a message. Sorry about that. Okay, so there is that. I'm going to be working on this from December 1st to December 4th. Now, December 5th. On December 5th will be my husband and I's 24-year anniversary. And so to celebrate that wonderful day, I'm going to be starting this project. It's The Kiss by Mirabilia. And I am not going to be stitching the whole thing because my goal is to have this complete by December 5th of next year, when we will be celebrating our 25-year anniversary. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. I am going to stitch only this. There. So you see these flower pots? I'm not stitching anything below the flower pots. So it will look kind of like that. And I'm really excited about this. Really excited. I have all of the beautiful beads. Oh, can I show you? I'm going to show you the beautiful beads and the Krynic that I got with this. And the fabric. Oh, I just love this project. Okay, so the Krynic that I got for this. Look at these. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm not going to tell you the numbers, and I wish that I had the printout as to what these colors are, but I don't. And some of it also calls for some Krynics that I don't have here. They're kitted up with my Raven Queen, so I'll have to steal them from Raven Queen. But aren't those Krynics beautiful? Is it focusing? I don't think it's focusing. Sorry about that. I'm trying to... How do you get that to focus? Is it focusing on my finger? So it should focus on this, right? Maybe the sparkles are distracting the camera. All right, and that, oh my gosh. Lovely, lovely and lovely. Okay, and I got these beads for it. These are antique glass beads. I don't know what colors they are. I'm so bad. But really pretty. Glass seed beads. And some more glass seed beads. Let's see them. Some more glass seed beads. And look at these beads. These are giant beads. Glass pebble beads. They're huge. I've never seen beads these big. But it calls for it, so I'm sure it'll work. Okay. I'm going to move this. I hope it's not too loud. Alright. Now, the fabric I got for this. I really wanted to use a hand-dyed fabric. Because, however, because I'll show you why. Most of it, it's kind of like full coverage, except the space between the design and the mat. I wanted it to be something other than white. And so I was searching and searching and searching on 123 Stitch for just the perfect fabric. And it took some time, but I found the perfect fabric for this. And I have no idea what the name of the company is that makes this, because it didn't say. It just said the color. It's 16 count opal. And I'm hoping that we can get a true color. It is showing up a little bit more browner than True Life. It's actually quite, it's kind of like a dusty rose kind of color. I'm sorry that you're not getting the... If I hold it like this, maybe, kind of, I don't know. But, let's see, maybe this will help. I'm going to put the beads and the Krynic on it. And let's see if that helps. So if you can see this. Doing this and not trying to drop anything. Alright, so I am super, super looking forward to that. Alright, so I will be working on that for 10 days. So that will be December 5th through December 14th. And then on the 15th, I will pick up Paris Market and work on my 2 columns, which should take me about 10 days. Then on the 25th, December 25th, I'm going to pick up my Flowers of the Vase again and finish out the year with this. And I would really love to get this whole area filled in that time period. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'd really like to get this area filled in. Alright, so those are my December plans. Alright, what's next? Okay, so I'm going to share with you a few things I've purchased. Oh, excuse me to get myself situated. Oh, I'm going to get a drink of water. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright, the first thing I'm going to show you is the fabric that I chose for Raven Queen. It is Picture This Plus 32 count Lugana, and the color is Storm. And when this came in the mail and I opened it up, I just gasped. I was like, oh my gosh, this is the perfect fabric. the perfect fabric. It's gray. It's like a dark, I don't know. It's like a mixture of grays and blues. I just love it. I love it so very much. Raven Queen is going to look perfect on this. Perfect. And I also got the Whisper thread, and when I opened up the package and I looked at the Whisper thread, I became very terrified because I've never used Whisper thread before and I have no idea how to use it. I will probably wait until close to the end before I stitch that part because I need to learn how to use that. I've heard you say on your videos to use short lengths. So maybe somebody could make a video and do like a tutorial on how to use Whisper thread, kind of like show a demonstration. I think that would be cool. I'm going to be starting Raven Queen January 1st. She will be my new year, new start. Okay. I also got Lady of the Mist. I don't think I've shown her before. If I have, I apologize, but got Lady of the Mist. I love her. Hopefully, I'd like to start her sometime this year. There's another one I want to get as well. And I'd like to kind of start them, maybe, you know, around the same time. Okay, so this next purchase I blame on, now, is it Mumula? I think that so many of us, you guys know who I'm talking about because we all watch her, and I would like for her to say her channel name again because I cannot remember how she pronounces it, but she showed this magazine on one of her videos, and as soon as her video was over, I went online, I searched, I had to find it, I had to get it. It's this one. The Cross Stitcher, September 2016. Love this magazine. Love it. And what in the world caused me to immediately get it? I will tell you. Many things. There's so many things. I love this. I love this. I love the owl one. I love the books and the teacup. But you know what was really the oh my goodness. Where is it? One second. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's the alphabet. It's the alphabet. Oh yes. The alphabet with the pastries. I love this. Now, Gem Stitch did a beautiful design for one of her family members, and I went onto the French Needle, which is the web. If you live in America and you would like to get cross-stitch patterns from France, go to the French Needle website and you'll be able to find them. And so I went onto that website, and they had the pattern for the alphabet pattern that Gem Stitch used for her Bethany project, but it was a little bit out of my price range at that time. But this is a pretty close second, I would say. I love pastry. I love it. The alphabet with the pastries and cakes and sweets and goodies and things. I had to have it. Had to have it. And all of those other charts as well. So had to have that. Okay. This next group I got from Stash Unload, and I've really admired this chart for a really long time, and somebody was selling this three books for $10 on Stash Unload, and I had to get it because I have been admiring this for a really long time. It's Marjolaine Baston. This one is called The Four Seasons, And I just think that this is incredibly beautiful. I don't think there's any back stitching in it at all. It's just so very natural looking, and I just really love it. So I have that one, and this one is called Spring in the Garden. And this one is called Seasonal Bouquets. And I'll just show you the cover, but I'll show you some of the things inside as well. So you have this design and this. And let's see, what else can I show you from in here? Oh, here we go. There's that design, this one. So like I said, it came it came all together in a little grouping, 3 for $10. It wasn't like I could just buy one or two of them. I had to get all 3, and I thought it was a good deal, especially since I have been admiring this chart for so very long, and I couldn't pass that up. Okay, the next one. I'm super excited about this. Super excited. This was I learned about this chart from Tara C. And as soon as I watched her video that she showed this, I added it to my wish list on 123stitch. And one day I went to my 123stitch wish list, and this was no longer available, and I panicked. I panicked because I thought, there is no way that I can't have this. I have to have it. So I was with some help through some friends, I was able to find it at the Black Cat Stitchery's website. It's an LNS. I'm not sure where they're located, but it's an LNS that they have a really good website called the blackcatstitchery.com, I think, maybe. But it's Queen of the Needle by Just Nan. And you all have seen this, I'm sure, but I loved it. I loved it. In my little kingdom of stitches that cross, I'm Queen of the Needle and Floss of the Boss. Bluebirds and bouquets, obey all your wishes when you rule all the colors and command all the stitches. I love this, and it has specialty stitches in it. So excited to have this. I can't wait to start it. I probably will not use the silks because I'm not a millionaire. Just kidding. DMC is fine. Or maybe I might splurge and get the silks. Here's another chart that has been in my wish list for a really, really, really long time. And one day I went through my wish list to see if anything else was not available anymore, and this was not available at the 123stitch website. So I got it from Stony Creek's website. But it's Live Simply, Love Deeply. And again, I just really love the colors in this. I like the sentiment of the words, and I really love the colors in this. The reds and the blues. I liked it, so got it. Not expensive at all. I heard about the Hirschner's sale with the 99-cent magazines from Cross Stitch and Needlework, and I got this one. And I saw this. There's a FlossTuber. Her FlossTube channel, I believe, is Scrap Sew Muse. All together. I'll link it below. But I think she showed this on her channel. And yeah, I had to have that because pastries, gotta have it. And while I was at the website, I saw this magazine, and my heart stopped because I thought to myself, oh my goodness, I was so worried that there weren't going to be any more of these magazines left, because I have to stitch this. I have to. Look at that. I have to do that. There's no way in the world that I can end my life, finish my life being like 95 years old and not stitch this in my lifetime. I have to do this. I have to. I love it. Love it. There's a lot. I grew up in Indiana. There are a lot of red barns in Indiana. This just reminds me of childhood, growing up, Indiana. And I also picked this up. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe the cover attracted me. I looked through this one. There weren't that many projects in here that I really liked, but well, and I've got the very last Cross Stitch and Needlework magazine. I'm sure that many of you have this. You've probably all seen it. And I was overjoyed to see that Amid Amish Life is in it. Now, if you remember from one of my previous videos, I got that chart on eBay. Now, the chart that I have is the original. It's the original chart from like 1980 whatever. But it's the original chart. Oh, I'm showing you the chart. Oops, shouldn't have done that. Sorry. It's the original chart, and now I have two. So I'm not sure whether I will sell this or give it away. We will see. But I don't need two. I only need one, so we'll see. I might sell it. I might give it away. Okay. I think that's it. Except for this. Now, if you are trying to lose weight, don't buy this. This is like crack. This stuff is so good. If you're trying to lose weight or stay away from sweets or whatever, don't buy these. Don't buy these because they taste so good. And you can't just eat one, can you? Just eat one? All right. Okay, so that brings me to my shout-outs. And I am freezing. My hands are freezing. Okay. All right, so I'm at 53 minutes and all right, shout-outs. My first shout-out is Belinda. I think her name is Aussie Stitcher. I love her. I love her kids. I love William, and I love his sisters. I just wish that we all lived like so much closer to each other, because so many of you, I think that we could all be really good friends, see each other every day or every, week or whatever, but she just happens to live on the other side of the world. And let me tell you, when she makes her videos and little William comes on and he gives us that smile, it just makes my day. I love that little boy's smile. He is just awesome. So, hi William. Hello. Okay. And hi William sisters. All right. So, the next shout out that I have is It's Just Me, Tony. I'm sorry. I just messed that up. It's Just Me, Tori Barr. I was watching one of her videos and I was having a really, 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 really bad day because I have stopped drinking coffee. I haven't, on October 31st, I had my last coffee. So I have been not caffeine free, but I've been coffee free since November 1st. So for a whole month, I haven't drank any coffee. And oh my goodness, caffeine withdrawal is so horrible. And I was having extremely bad headaches. I was in so much pain, not only with my headaches, but other parts of my body, and it was just a really bad day. And I was watching her video, and she gave me the sweetest, kindest, most wonderful shout out in her video, and it just made my day. I had a horrible weekend, and that just was wonderful. So I want to thank you, Tori R, for doing that. The next shout out that I have is Miska Cat. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I'm sure that you all know who I'm talking about. She is awesome. She's kind of like, the person that you want to live next door to and like go over and stitch and listen to awesome music and, you know, maybe like watch movies and stitch. Although I think she said she's not really into movies. I don't remember. But, oh my goodness, she is so talented. She is working on incredibly beautiful projects. And so I just wanted to give her a shout out. The next stitcher is Ruth Parks, and I think she only has one video out, but she's working on a lot of beautiful projects as well. And so check her channel out if you haven't seen that yet. The next FlossTuber is Amber from Shescraftin. Hi, Amber! I really like Amber's channel because I like the projects that she's working on, and I really like her as a person. She's really sweet, very down to earth. I believe she has a son named Brandon as well. And I just really like her channel. It's good. Check it out if you haven't done that. Oh, I feel like I'm rushing, and it's 56 minutes in. Okay. The next stitcher is Simply in Stitches. And I'm so sorry I forget your first name. But it's Simply in Stitches. And I love watching her channel. She is the most beautiful person, not only physically, but her personality. She's working on great projects, beautiful projects, and she knits, and it's just, I love listening to her talk about cross-stitching. I love watching her videos, and she's one of my favorites. I really love Simply in Stitches. The next channel I wanted to talk about is Stitchingseeds. Stitchingseeds. If you have not seen any of her videos, please do so. She's working on some beautiful, beautiful projects, gorgeous projects. And she's a college student. I don't remember what university she attends, but she's really busy with her studies, so she doesn't have a lot of stitching time. But she is a very talented stitcher working on beautiful projects. So check her out, Stitchingseeds, and I will link it below. Alright, the next one is StitchinPetunia. Now, StitchinPetunia, oh my goodness. I could listen to her talk for hours and hours and hours, and I don't think I would ever get bored. She reminds me of a friend that I haven't seen in quite some time. And I just love watching her videos because StitchinPetunia, she's so, what I'm not, articulate. She's so articulate. It's like she knows what she wants to say in her brain, and it comes out of her mouth so effortlessly. And that is so not how it is with me. And I love her rabbit trails. I love Alice in Wonderland. And many in my family consider me Alice in Wonderland combined with Dory from Finding Nemo. Because I go off on these rabbit trails sometimes when I'm talking, but then I forget. I totally forget why I started talking about that and what I was talking about in the first place. So yeah, it's kind of a little running joke in our family. So anyhow, StitchingPetunia, I love her projects. I love watching her videos. I love listening to her talk. I wish that the thoughts in my head could come out of my mouth just so fluently and like she does. I just love it. Okay, so the next one is the Knotty Mermaid. And I'm shouting her out because the Knotty Mermaid lives probably about 45 minutes away from me. So I think that's so cool. I like the projects she's working on. I'd really love to get together with her sometime, either like at a library, or I could go over to her house, or, you know, we could like meet in the middle somewhere. I don't know. But girl, Knotty Mermaid, when you see this, we have got to meet up. Sometime in the new year, after the holidays are over and everything like that, maybe January, February or something, we've got to get together and stitch. Okay. Oh, all right, the last two. I was so excited because I watch everything alphabetically, like I did explain before. I was so excited to finally get to see Trisha at 3 Owl Threads. I have no idea if she watches my channel, but Trisha at 3 Owl Threads, oh my goodness. I haven't watched all of your videos. I started from the very beginning, and I watch 5 at a time. Like, I'll watch 5 videos, and then I'll go through my alphabetical rotation again, and then I'll watch 5 videos, and so on and so forth. And I think that I've watched the first 15 of her videos, so I have quite a bit to go. But Trisha at 3 Owl Threads, love her. I have 2 boys. She has 3 boys, so she's got one on me on that one. But oh my goodness, she seems like she is the coolest mom, the coolest lady. I would love to move to Michigan. I think she's from Michigan. I would love to move to Michigan so I could like be her next door neighbor. Oh my goodness. Love Trisha at 3 Owl Threads. Okay, the last one. Vonna Pfeiffer, the Twisted Stitcher. Now, Vonna is from Indiana, and I grew up in Indiana, as I've said before. And Vonna, she reminds me so much of so many women that I knew growing up, and that, you know, that I still know. Women in my family and family friends, you know, friends of the family. There's so many people in Indiana, certain people in particular, that every time I watch her videos I think of them, because just the way she talks, her accent, the way her mannerisms, oh goodness gracious, it's like I watch her videos and I listen to her, and it's like I feel like I'm going back in time and spending time with women that I haven't seen since I was a little girl. So thank you, Vonna, for bringing a little bit of my childhood back to me. Okay, so those were my shout-outs. Alright, so if you have made it to the end, thank you for watching this entire video, and it is time for a giveaway. Woohoo! Going to be giving away 2 really awesome prizes. First, to celebrate reaching and surpassing 1,000 subscribers, and also to celebrate my 1-year FlossTube anniversary. My 1-year FlossTube anniversary was on October 13th, and I don't remember when I reached 1,000, but what I'm going to be doing is giving away 2 $20 gift cards. So I'll have 2 winners. One will win a $20 gift card, and another $20 gift card. The gift cards will either be from 123 Stitch, or So and So, or any online cross-stitch related store that offers gift cards. So it's up to you really where you would like the gift card from. So it's going to be 2 prizes, each $20. And because so many people are so behind, and I totally understand, I'm right there with you, I'm so behind. I will leave this open until January 31st, and I will have the drawing on February 1st. And in order to enter the giveaway, I want you to tell me, and I'm going to rabbit trail, okay? Rabbit trail. You all know how much I love cross-stitching, right? Well, there is something else that I love even more than cross-stitching, and that's music. If I had to live the rest of my life without cross-stitching or without music, I would pick without cross-stitching. There's no way I could live the rest of my life without music. I love music. I don't play any instruments, but and I don't sing in front of people. I like, you know, you sing in the car or you sing to yourself or whatever. I sing to my boys at night when, well, not so much the teenager anymore, but my little one, I sing, you know, lullabies to him. And of course, you know, in the car, but goodness gracious, it's probably, I can't think of anything more terrifying than to sing in front of people, for real. Anyhow, I love music. Love, love, love music. And I have many favorites. One of my most favorite songs in the whole wide world is Little Wonders by Rob Thomas. So if you've never heard that song before, I'd encourage you to Google it. If you listen to that song and listen to the lyrics, you'll learn a lot about me listening to that song. I also love, oh, y'all know I love pentatonics. I could talk about pentatonics for hours and hours and hours. I seriously could. But I love pentatonics. If you have not seen any of their videos on YouTube, please do that. You will be doing yourself a huge favor if you do. And I believe in the US they're going to be having, they're going to be on TV. They're going to be having their own show sometime in December. I'm not really sure when. Bad fangirl. You should know this. I don't remember when. But anyhow, I'm sure it's online somewhere. I'm losing the light. I better hurry up. And I'm over an hour. I like U2. I like Coldplay. I like so many. Oh my goodness. I love Zac Brown Band. Who else? There's a lot. I could talk at length about music and all the bands, groups I love. Okay, so the reason why I'm telling you all of this is because in order to enter the giveaway, I want you to tell me what is your favorite song or favorite songs. You know, if you have more than one favorite. Who's your favorite band? Or your favorite group or your favorite singer? Tell me, you know, what are your favorites? What do you love about music? Because I love learning, I love discovering new artists. So you might have a favorite that I've never heard of before. So I'm really looking forward to learning about what all of your favorite musical artists are. Okay, I think I've spoken enough about that. Rules, you have until January 31st. I'm going to draw on February 1st. You already know, tell me all of your, you know, favorite musical artists. If you're under 18 and you happen to win, I need your parents' permission for you to give me your email address so that I can email you the gift card, or however that works. Or if I have to mail it to you through actual mail, then I'll need your parents' permission, you know, to mail that. All right. So I hope you all have a good December, and I am going to try very, very hard to be more consistent when it comes to making videos. I hope to make my next video at the beginning of January, and then another one on February 1st for the giveaway. So I will leave you now, and I think I'm just rambling, so I better stop. Stitch what you love, people. Stitch what you love. Bye.